Hello everyone, welcome back to another great educational webinar. We are learning Forex beginners, how to analyze the market, how to go with the flow with the trend, and a lot of stuff. And this is your host again, Saifur Rahman. We will wait more couple of minutes for the people who are joining us, and then we will start doing the session. Meanwhile, if you are seeing my screen and if my voice is clear, do let me know in the comment section, or if you have any questions, queries, or if you are unable to watch my screen, or if you are unable to hear my voice, you can ask me in the question section. So see you guys after 5 minutes. So welcome back, guys. I hope you guys are doing well. So today our webinar topic is how to analyze the market using MT4 MetaTrader 4, right? So, all of us are doing trading, but sometimes we don't know how to analyze the market, the prediction of the market. It is very important to trade. Before trading, you have to analyze the market. So today it is the beginner session and beginners educational session. And, in my previous session, I have discussed everything about the basics about MT4 MetaTrader 4. So all we need is to do to install the MetaTrader in our laptops. So to install the MetaTrader 4, we just need to go to the platform and we need to install MT4. So when you install your MT4, it will be like this. So this is the MT4 MetaTrader 4, as we have already discussed in our previous session about the basics of MT4 MetaTrader 4. So when you start trading, you have to think about how to analyze the market, how to study the market. It is very important. And as I told you before in my previous session about MT4, that it is very important to keep your charts safe. And if you are going towards like the TradingView or any other website, it will cost you a lot because you need to pay the subscription, right? But if you have MT4 in your laptop, it is totally free and your charts are safe. Okay, so whenever you reopen the MetaTrader 4, your all charts, your all drawn charts, and the prediction of the markets will stay there. So now we are going to start our discussion, our topic, how to analyze the market using your MetaTrader 4. Remember, this is not a technical analysis session. This is all about how to analyze and how to use the tools using MT4 platform, right? So when you open your MetaTrader 4, your screen is always like this, okay? Remember, you can change the layout of your charts according to your setup. If you want, the white screen or whatever color you want, you can change the colors, you can change the scheme, color scheme, and you can insert, your indicators and everything using this MetaTrader 4. So all we need is to do to change the color. Well, I prefer to go with the white background. So all we need is to go to the properties here and we can change our screen like on black to white. And this is the screen I really need, right? And to remove the unwanted indicators, you just need to go here and you can go to delete the indicators. And to the group section, like as you can see, these are the grids. So you just need to put Control G and your grids will be gone. And after setting up your all the charts, all you need is to save this theme for the next charting. So just save the template. Okay, you can save it with any name as I have saved it already. So after saving it, like this is my theme. So I used to use this theme because I love this color. I love these colors and I love to analyze market with this, this template. So now we are going to start. Well, if you go to any other charts, for example, I'm opening any other chart like USDJPY, so it appears like this. We have to only apply our save template on any chart and it will be appeared, right? So let's start the discussion, the actual topic. Look, this is very interesting topic because this is the beginner session. Okay, this is the beginner webinar. So I want you guys to keep all your attention on this webinar. And if you're not attending the webinar since the previous weeks, so I will attach those webinars links in my bio, so you can go and check out all the webinars, because it is very educational, and you will get a lot of education, and it will it will increase your exposure to study and read the market. So now let's start with our topic. So this is the template which I really want. This is my favorite template. So as you can see, we have a lot of toolbars. Okay, we have a lot of over here we have the time frames. Okay, so to analyze the market, I always prefer starting from the monthly, from weekly, from daily, from H4 and H1. It depends on your strategy, how you are using your strategy. We will learn about it in the future, but today we are going to discuss how to use the MT4 and how we can make advantage using MT4, and it's all free. So now, as you know, this is the H1 time frame. We have nothing to discuss with the time frames today because we are not going deeply to the technical analysis, right? So as you can see, we have these tools. Okay, I will share it with you step by step, each, one by one, and I will tell you the names and how we can use it, right? So this is the market. Okay, and as you can see, we have this naked chart. We call it naked chart because there is nothing. We are not applying any indicator. We are not applying any tools until now. So this is the naked chart. This is how it looks. Okay, this is your USD chart. So now I'm just going to start with a very basic thing. So as you know, there is always a support and resistance in the market. Okay, to apply support and resistance. Okay, well, if you don't know about support and resistance, let me tell you what is the support and resistance. Support and resistance is well, actually, when the market is rejecting from somewhere, from a specific area, this can be your support and resistance. Okay, support, as the name is saying itself, support is always on the low and the resistance is always on the top, right? So if you're going to apply the resistance, you just have to draw this horizontal line. I used to draw this horizontal line because it it makes more clear charts. It's a very neat chart. And if you want to draw a rectangle, then you can go to the insert option. You can apply rectangle to draw your support and resistance. So this is your rectangle. So if you want to change the color, just go to the properties, and this is blue. I just want it with this color. So you will get with the same color, with the your wanted color of rectangle, right? So this is how it works. Now let's start with the horizontal line first. So this is, I told you, you just need to go here, and from here you will you just need to click on this horizontal line, and when you click on this, it will appear like this, and wherever you want to place it, you can just simply click and draw. Okay, so this is how we use the horizontal line. Now let me tell you about more about what is support and resistance. So for example, if the market is resisting from some area, like here you can see the market is resisting, right? So here you can draw your resistance area, right? And if the market is going to reject from the bottom, so you can go and apply your support area. So over here, our major support and resistance areas are this. Remember one thing, when you are going to apply the support and resistance, it is not something like it is not a price. It is a price range. Why? Because as you can see over here, we have this rejection, okay, and we have this rejection, okay. So we can see this is the same area from where the market was rejected, okay, and it went very, very strong bullish. And over here, you can see the market is rejected here, and in the same area, it is rejected here. You can see the wicks of the candle here, okay. So by the way, it all depends on your strategy. If you are considering the wicks, let me tell you what are the wicks. Wicks are the candle shadows. Like this is the shadow of the candle, so we call it wick. Okay. So if you are considering wicks, it's okay. If you're not considering wicks, it's all up to you. Okay. So this is how we draw the area of the market to apply support and resistance, right? So now, as I've told you that this is the area of support and this is the area of resistance. Now, let me give you some more detailed information about support and resistance. For that reason, I need to shift to the bigger time frame. So this is the daily time frame chart. As you can see over here, we have a lot of support and resistance areas in this chart. Starting from the top, this is our resistance and this is our support. Okay, so after applying the whole area, this is our resistance and this is our support. I'm considering the wicks also. So these are the support and resistance areas right now in the market. But when you see the market is rejecting, more levels, when you consider the lower time frames, it comes to very, very, great knowledge that we can have a lot of support and resistance in the daily time frame. Like you can see over here, this is the support and this is the resistance. I will tell you how to identify in the lower time frame about support and resistance, right? So I'm just applying all those levels from where the market was rejected, and it gives us a very good market rejection. Okay, so I'm just applying here, here, and here. Okay, so now these are the areas which I have decided to put on as my support and resistance areas. Now just go to the H4, the smaller time frame. As you can see, we have the areas now. Okay, so in this chart from top to bottom, we have this support and we have, we have this resistance, we have this support, and again, we have this resistance and we have this support. Okay, so if you want to draw the shapes, if you want to draw the rectangle, just simply go to the shapes and you can draw the rectangle to identify your support and resistance. So now, as you can see, we have these support and resistance areas in the market. Okay, so this is it. Okay, so here. Yeah, I'm actually watching your questions. I will take all your questions after after we finish our session. Okay. So for now, I just want you to make sure that you are, you're considering every single step. So just write down all your questions, and I will give you the time to write all of your questions, and I will reply one by one. Okay. So don't worry about it. So now, as you can see, we have this market, and this is the resistance, and this is the support. The market broke this area. It means it becomes its resistance. Okay, the market rejected from here, it is a support, and again rejected from here. Now this support becomes a resistance of the market. Why? Because when the market was here, it was rejected. It was rejected from the resistance area. And even before it was actually it broke the support area, and this support area became the resistance of the market. Okay, now the market was rejected from the resistance area and went to the new support. And as you can see over here, we have this support area. Okay, so this is the support area from market. As you can see, the market rejected many times from this area. So I mentioned the whole area as our support area. Now what happened? The market actually broke this support and went to another, the lower support area. And this support became the resistance of the market. Why? Because when you see the lower time frame, okay, now as you can see over here, this is the support and this is the resistance. Okay, so market came to make another support area and went back to another resistance area. It was rejected from resistance and then it is going to the support. Okay, so this is how we make our support and resistance in the market. Well, if you are trading only, this is the question, by the way. I will answer it properly after the webinar, but still, yes, it is possible to trade with only support and resistance. It depends on your strategy and your stuff. We are not talking about the strategies. Actually, we are not heading towards the more technical stuff. I'm actually providing you the information how to draw your charts. Okay, because this is the beginner webinar. This is not the advanced level. The advanced level will be on this Thursday. Anyways, this is the support and resistance. This is how we apply our support and resistance areas in the market. Now coming towards the next most important thing, which is a trend line. Okay, I call it trend line and a counter trend line. If you are following me, the trend line is the major trend and the counter line is a shorter trend. But I will give you the short information. I will give you the basic information now over here regarding the trend line. How we use the trend line using this MT4, using this MetaTrader 4. So to use the trend line, just ahead of this horizontal line, we have this trend line. Okay, so when you just click on it, it will be drawable. So you just need to drag and drop wherever you want to apply your trend line. So if you need to change the properties, just simply double click on it, trend line properties, and you can choose the color and the thickness of this trend line. So I use this. So this is how we use the trend line. This is how we apply the trend line in the market. So let me tell you some more information about the trend line. What is trend line actually? The trend line is where the market is rejecting. Again, there is a difference between support and resistance and trend line. Okay, the similarity is we always have to mention the rejection of the market. Okay, either we are considering the trend line, either we are going for the support and resistance, but the trend line is not horizontal. Okay, it is always in the angle. So as you can see over here, this is the trend line. To draw the trend line, we have to identify from where the market is rejected many times. So as you can see, we have many rejections over here. The market rejected from here, from here, from here, from here, from here, and maybe it will go up here and reject again from this trend line. So this is how we draw the trend line. Okay, it depends if you are trading only with the trend line, or if you're trading only with the support and resistance, or if you're trading with both. Like for example, for me, I use the both. I use the trend line, I use the support and resistance as well. So if you are trading only using trend line, yes, you can simply draw your charts using the trend line. And if you are using both, you need to apply everything on the chart, like support and resistance and trend lines. Okay, so this is how you apply the trend line of the chart on the chart. Okay, so when we go to the smaller time frame, it seems like this. Okay, because this is the bigger time frame trend line. By the way, I will let you know about everything about the trend, about the time frames, right? So it is in my advanced sessions. We are going to have it on this Thursday, maybe, yeah. So this is the long term. This is the bigger time frame trend line. So on the lower time frame, this seems like this. To apply the trend line on the smaller time frame, you just simply, again, you just need to go here, select this trend line and apply here. As you can see, I have applied a trend line from on this area. Again, if you want to draw the trend line here, sorry, I think I mistakenly selected this. So, okay, so if you want to draw the trend line here, okay, so this is your trend line. If you want to draw the trend line from here to here, this is your trend line. Remember, you always need to consider the rejections of the market. Market should at least reject it twice to draw. Either it is, you know, this is the rule. If you are drawing trend line, or if you are drawing support and resistance, remember, two rejections, minimum two rejections should be there to draw your trend line or support and resistance. So as you can see, when I was drawing this bigger time frame trend line, the market rejected many times. So it means this trend line is very, very strong. Okay, what is trend line? Trend line is actually which is going to tell you the market trend. Okay, the market trend. For example, it is going bearish, you have to draw your trend line from top to bottom, and when it is going bullish, you have to draw it from bottom to top. So let's see over here. I'm just drawing the trend line on the bigger time frame from the bottom to top. So it is a bullish trend. It is telling us the market trend is bullish. Why? Because the trend line is ascending, not descending, right? We have drawn our trend line from bottom to top. So this is how it works. Trend line is always telling you the market trend. Okay, the market trend, and this is very important to understand. For example, if we are trading, if you guys are trading like on a smaller time frame, if you are trading in, you know, in the bigger time frame, if you're a scalper, if you are trading, you know, swing trading, if you're doing swing trading, it is very important to analyze the market and to see the trend. And to see the trend, we always apply the trend line in the market. So this is very, very important thing to see the actual direction, to see the actual market tendency and the actual trend of the market. So this is the most important tool. Well, these two tools are very, very important because I always used to draw this. One, the support and resistance, horizontal line, and the second trend line. You know, when you are trading something, when you are trading gold, or when you are trading any pair, the forex pair or the commodity or anything, you need to know what is the actual trend of the market. So to know the actual trend of the market, you need to apply the trend line on the pair, on the specific pair you are trading with, right? So this is how it works. You should you know, apply the trend line to see the market tendency. Okay, so this is how it works. Now coming towards, if you have any questions, you can write down on the question section and I will definitely reply, you know, after the webinar. So now the next important tool is, which is you know, we had a very long discussion on this. I'm skipping for now this, I'm skipping the channel for now. I will explain it later, but I'm explaining Fibonacci because I think this is the most important tool. I have already discussed a very, very detailed webinar. You know, we had a very detailed webinar about the Fibonacci, and again I'm going to discuss this. So if you are going to apply the Fibonacci, you know, to apply the Fibonacci, you just need to go here. This is the tool, draw Fibonacci retracement. Okay, again, for your revision, let me tell you what is Fibonacci and why we are using the Fibonacci tool. Remember, whenever the market is going with an impulsive attitude, by the way, I have already explained these all things, so I will, I will put the link in the description about this webinar, this Fibonacci topic, so you can go and you can learn all about the Fibonacci things. But I'm explaining again. So, impulsive attitude of the market is the aggression of the market. Okay, so after every impulse there is a correction, and after every correction there is an impulse. So to see the market correction, the retracement, we always apply the Fibonacci tool. Now how it works? For example, I'm coming towards the lower time frame here. Okay, just for your clarity, yeah, okay, that's fine. So now, as you can see here, this is an aggression of the market. Okay, this is all the impulsive attitude of the market. So it means the impulse is bearish, so the market will remain bearish after the correction. Okay, to identify the correction, you just simply need to go and select the Fibonacci tool and drag and drop your Fibonacci here. Look, I have applied the Fibonacci from start to the bottom of the impulse. And here we have these retracement tools. As you can see, the market actually, retraced up to 70%, and again, it is going towards the next bearish impulse. So this is how this is why we use the Fibonacci tool. This is very important to see the rejection, to see the levels of retracement of the market. Okay, so this is how we apply the Fibonacci of the market. So this is the case in the case of the bearish market. But if you are going to apply the Fibonacci tool on the bullish market, how it works? So simply just see the market potential, the market direction, it is bullish. So in the last impulse, we have applied this Fibonacci. Okay, this is the impulse. Let me show you guys over here. Okay, so this is the impulse here. Okay, so this impulse was actually the aggression of the market. So I just simply applied my Fibonacci from bottom to top, from bottom of the impulse to the top of impulse, and then we draw the levels of 38%, 50%, 60, 70, 78, and 88% of the levels of the Fibonacci. And you can see the market rejected from 38%. Okay, and from here the market went for the next impulse. As I told you, there is always an impulse, and after the impulse there is a retracement, and after retracement there is always an impulse. Okay, so this is how it works. So now coming towards, so this is all about the Fibonacci. If you have any questions about the Fibonacci, you can ask me in the question box. I will reply you after the webinar. Okay, so this is how we use the Fibonacci tool in the MetaTrader 4, in the MT4. Now coming towards the channel. So because market always, either it is going down, either it is bearish, or it is going up, it is bullish, we always need to identify the upper section, the upper limit of the market, and the lower limit of the market. Let me tell you how. So forget about this right now. So I'm just going to tell you the upper limit and the lower limit. Okay, so now here, as you can see, I have applied the trend line on the upper limit of the market. Okay, let's see, for example, here. Let me just, okay, so that's fine. Okay, so I have applied the trend line of the upper limit of the market. Okay, so these are the upper, because the market is going down. Okay, so this is the upper limit, the resistance limit of the trend line. This is the resistance of the market. Okay, but to see the support limit, the support area of the market, we have to apply another trend line. Okay, so we simply use the channels. Okay, so to use the channel, we just need to see this. You can see over here, draw channel. Just simply select here, and you can draw the channel over here like this. Either you are selecting the upper limit or the lower limit. It depends on you. we can select like this. We can draw the channel like this as well, like this, and you can go and see the lower limits of the market. Okay, but over here in this case, the lower limit selection is making more sense to me, so I am just applying the channel on the lower limit first and then the upper limits. Okay, here. So this is how we apply the channel. Let me change the properties and make it thicker like this. Okay, so this is the channel. Let me okay, so this is the channel. Okay, as you can see in this channel, we have both upper limit of the market and the lower limit of the market. As you can see, the market rejected from here, and went down in this channel, and then it is actually moving in between the channel. Okay, we can extend it. We can extend it to predict the market like this. So there is a possibility that market will go like this, and then again it will go to the upper limit of the channel, and then it will come down. So this is how it works. Okay, how this channel works. This is very important to predict the market. For example, if the market is moving in between the channel, we can just draw the channel to predict the market. For example, let me delete everything for you because the channels are very important in the market. So I just want you to give you more information about the channel like this. Let me delete everything, and I will be drawing the channel for you here. Okay, let's see. This is the market. Okay, let me delete this also. Here. Okay, so this is the market. So now if you are predicting the market, like market is going down and up and down and up and down, so you don't know how much it will go down. So just simply apply the channel. Like this is the channel. I just applied the channel from top to bottom and here. Remember, the rules are same. Market should at least reject 2 times from the upper limit or from the lower limit. As you can see over here, the rules are completing. Like market was rejected here, it went here again, and maybe it is coming down till here, and then it will go up, and it will follow the path of this channel. Okay, so this is how the channel works. Let me go to the properties again, and I'm just unselecting this. Okay, so now it seems good. So as you can see, the market momentum is in between the channel. The market is following this channel because this is the monthly chart. So now the market is following this channel since 2008. So remember, this is why this is very important. The channels are very important because if you know the market is actually running in between this channel, you can catch the market either from the bottom of the channel or either from the top of the channel. Okay, whenever it is going to reject from the upper limit of the channel, you can just simply go for the sell direction, for the bearish direction. And when it is going to test the lower limit of the channel, you can simply go and you can have a very nice bullish opportunities in between the channel. So it is always, market is always running between the channels. It depends on the market tendency. Okay, so this is how it works. The channels are very, very important in the market, and it is somehow a very great future prediction of the market. Okay, so this is how it works. We studied about the market, support and resistance. We studied about the trend lines. By the way, the channels are actually the trend lines of the market. You see, this is the parallel channel. We call it a parallel channel, right? So when you talk about the parallel channel, you can always get the market bearish positions and the market upper positions, like the market bearish opportunities and the market bullish opportunities, right? And the next thing is we studied the trend lines and the Fibonacci. As I told you, Fibonacci is also very, very important in the market. So This is also to see the market retracement. So the Fibonacci is also very important. And these are, trust me, if you are, if you are good with these tools, if you are good to draw your support, your resistance, your trend lines, your channels, and if you are good to draw the Fibonacci to see the market retracement level, trust me, you will have a very, very nice um, accuracy in trading. So this is why these tools are very important. And in the MT4, this is all free. So if you close the MT4, you are, when you start it on the next day, your all charts will be like, they will resume, okay, with the same prediction, with the same analysis and everything, okay. So this is why I use, these MT4 to draw my charts, to draw everything, okay. So these are the basic and major tools to predict the market. Now coming towards some, if you're looking for, like for example, this is the Euro USD chart. I just want to make some note on the Euro USD chart. So how we can make it? So just simply go to the text and draw the text. You can, like for example, you can name it any, like important point, okay, and simply write your text, whatever you are writing. For example, sell the market here, okay. You can change the color. I make it black, or I make it red. Red is fine. Sorry, the red. And you can choose the size. Like I'm going with the 16. Okay, here. Just simply click on it and drag here, drag everywhere you want it. Okay. So this is the text. If you want the text, if you are showing your chart to anyone, so you can, you can use the text to, tell the audience that how we are going to react in the market on some specific levels. So these are the text options, and the next option is draw text label. These are the levels. This is the same as the text. Simply just label it, name the label like important point, okay. And here just simply write your text like buy, okay, buy here. So this is how label work. So this is the label. Like for example, I'm putting, just need to make it label properties, and I just want to make it like green. So where is green? So here is the green. This is the green. Okay. So these are my label and text. These are quite the same, so you can use any. I'm using the text to see whatever we are having and what are my predictions. And over here, we have some images, we have some emojis in the market. We can go like thumbs up, thumbs down, arrow up, arrow down. I use the most is arrow up and arrow down. For example, for the arrow up, I used to make the arrow up like whenever I'm going to, buy the market, like here, simply make it green. So whenever I'm going to buy the market from any specific level, I used to draw this arrow up. And whenever I am selling the market, I used to draw this arrow down like this. Okay, I always change the color from the properties. Like for the sell, I used to make it like in red, and for the buy, I used to make it on green. So this is how you use and to see the market with these labels, with these, with these images. So these are the arrows. These are some emojis. You can say it emojis or whatever you want, and you can put thumbs up, thumbs down, and stop sign and check sign. Stop sign is used for the market, that for the validation or the invalidation level. This is something very advanced. By the way, you can use it as a text or as an image or whatever, but I'm not going to describe the validation and invalidation level, because this is so this is so deep into the technical analysis. Anyways, this is how we analyze the market. These are the tools that we are using in the market to make our charts. Okay, so this is it. And again, there are many things in the in the MT4. For example, I'm using the lower time frame like H4, but I need to see the market like I am watching it on the bigger time frame. So just simply you can minimize your chart and you can simply see the market as you want. If you want to see the market with the zoom, like you can you can zoom the chart. If you want to see the market like with a very small candles, you can zoom out the chart. Also, if you are doing a line trading, this is the line chart. If you're doing the bar charts, these options are also available in the MT4. So for example, these are the candles and I just want to use the line. Simply just click on the line and the lines will be appeared on the chart. But I do not recommend it because in the future we have to study about the technical stuff. We have to study about the price actions and a lot of stuff about it. So this is very important to go with the candlestick charts, and the most of the traders are using this candlestick patterns, right? So this is how it works. This is the MT4. And these are some very important rules, very important tools, sorry, in the market. So you can, draw your charts accordingly. Now, coming towards the next topic. By the way, this is the same topic, but with a different thing. That is the indicator. So in my previous lecture, in my previous webinar regarding this MT4 technical analysis, I have told you about the indicators. Okay, indicators are also very important. I use the indicators, to be honest. I use the indicator to predict the market. So to apply the indicator, what we should do, simply, as you can see here, this is the indicator list. Okay, so this is the Euro USD chart, and I am going to apply the indicator on this chart. If you drop this window, this list, there are a lot of indicators. As you can see, these are thousands of indicators in the MT4. Okay, these are more accurate than any other online service, online charting service. Okay, we have MACD, we have force index, we have demarker, bulls power, beer powers, everything. We have moving averages, we have relative strength index. I use the relative strength index, so I'm using it. You can use any indicator according to your strategy because we have a lot of indicators over here. So I'm using relative strength index. You just need to simply go to the relative strength index and click on it. And then when you click on it, there is a property. The MT4 is asking you what properties would you like to have in this indicator. So I use simply 30 and 50, and I used to have this 50 because 50 is the midline. I make it black and simply boom. So this is my indicator that I always used to have in my charts. So this is the indicator of, this is the RSI, relative strength index. So as you can see over here, this is we have the completed chart. We have everything on this chart. Like when we go to the monthly time frame, we have this channel, and we have the RSI. We have the indicator over here as well. So even if you want to draw something on the indicator, because I used to draw the charts on the indicators also, especially on the RSI, just simply, if you want to draw the support and resistance, you simply can, drag and drop your tools here, and you can draw your indicator list, indicator window as well. Like this, I'm drawing the trend line, and I'm drawing the support and resistance of the indicator, and like this. Okay, so this is how I use to make my chart. This is how I use to analyze the chart. And these are very, very, very important tools that I have told you. Number one, the rectangle. Number two, the horizontal line. Number three, the trend line. Number four, the channel, the parallel channel, ascending channel, and descending channel. Number five, Fibonacci, and you can use text. I draw the charts regarding the different time frames. By the way, we will learn about the time frames in our next upcoming webinars. And then we have applied the indicators, okay? And we saw that we can apply the charts, we can draw the charts on the indicators as well. So this is how it works. I hope you guys enjoyed this webinar. And now coming towards the questions, I'm giving you some time to write me all your questions, all your queries, and I will be back in 5 minutes. So welcome back, everyone. Now it's time to reply all of your questions and queries and confusions. Well, the first question is about the indicator window. Well, yes, this is the indicator window. You can, for example, if you are, it depends what indicator you are using, right? So if you're using like RSI, it will be on the another window. Okay, so you can extend the window, you can hide the window. It depends on you. And by the way, if you are applying any tool on this window, it will not go towards the chart window. So it is a different window. So this is the edge. This is the edge that you will not going to interrupt your actual chart. Okay, the indicator window is always is always a separate window. So you can use it according to your choice. And yes, there is, we can apply, I told you we can apply any indicator. Okay, there are a lot of indicators. We can apply moving average as well. As you can see, we have this moving average. And yes, we can change the periods. We can change the moving average according to, like, for example, if you are using the 100 moving average, you can just simply go to the period chart and you can select 100 and you can change the color of it, because the most of the color of moving average is blue. So this is the 100 moving average. Okay, so it will become over here, it will be shown here, like this is the 100 moving average. So this is how it works. Coming towards the next, yes, I understand that this is this webinar is for the beginners. So like for example, if you are using this horizontal line to draw your support and resistance, okay, like this, and like this. Okay, one more here. Okay, so you have applied the support and resistance on the chart. Now you want to see the area of the chart. Yes, you can just simply, it depends on you that how you want to see the chart. Okay, so you just simply draw this rectangle trend line, this rectangle shape. If you draw this shape, it will cover all of your area, and you can delete this horizontal line. So when you draw this, it will become like this. Okay, so it is all up to you how you want to see the chart. Yes, we can use also the trend line on the corrections. I think you are, yeah. So for example, this is the correction and this is the correction. Okay, this is the correction. It depends on your strategy. The trend lines are used to draw on any market situation. Okay, you can use it anywhere. So this is not something like this is the only trend line where you can see the market trend. You can draw this trend line on the market structures. Okay, so yes, this is it. And I hope you guys have understand and hope you guys have enjoyed this webinar. Our next webinar is coming on this Thursday, and this is all about the risk management. Very important webinar and very important for the beginners as well as the seniors, the advanced traders. I'm going to tell you on this webinar, on that webinar about the risk management, because most of traders are very confused regarding the risk management. So we will discuss everything regarding the risk management in that webinar, and you will love it, you will enjoy it. So I hope you guys will join that webinar, and hope you guys are enjoying these webinars, and I hope I'm providing you the good information and the education regarding the market. So see you guys in the next webinar, and wish you have a very nice trading and a very nice week ahead. See ya.